So from this, next we will use this chart in the lecture notes to analyze the best, how to achieve the best foreign investments introduction amount. So that means to that should it appears that we try to attract external resource. In the theory, the introduction of external resource should be in the optimal scale, more than the if it more exceeds the optimal scale, the introduction of the external resource is just a loss. It can be seen from this chart that in the lecture notes. The OQ2, that is the amount where the optimal introduction of capital is the quantity is Q2. That at this point, the marginal cost and the marginal revenue of the capital injection or introduction is the same, and the marginal revenue is equal to the marginal cost, and all external resources are combined with the imported external resources. All extra means the resource is already abundant and cannot be used in their own production without the introduction of the capital. But if the capital is introduced to the economy, the abundant factors has some external capital to combine with that will yield a maximum economic efficiency. That's where this OQ2 point is defined, where the marginal cost equal to average cost equal to the marginal revenue. That is at this point E. You can see from the charts, from this diagram. That's that's in but it is now the point where the total benefits are the great. But at the point A, there is also some point A, the top point at this curve, that's at Q1. The quantity is equal to Q1 at the point A. At the point A, that amount can yield the most profits. The x-axis denotes to the quantity, and the y-axis denotes to the cost or the benefit or the profit. That just you can see as the money or economic outcome. Although the A point achieves the maximum economic outcome per unit of external resources, the optimal point of the output efficiency but is now the point where the total economic benefit are the greatest. Because there are still idle domestic resources that is waiting for the capital to combine them with. So that is not the optimal point where all the domestic factors has been combined with all the capitals. So if the marginal revenue is greater than at the point on the left of the point A, the marginal return is greater than the marginal cost. has a higher return rate. So that means the society has abundant resources. On the right side of the point A, and although the marginal revenue is decreasing, the introduction of the external capital is totally absorbed by the abundant external resources of the society. So at the point E, that resources is the result combination is the maximum or the most abundant, and the integration is fully. So the total revenue at the point E is the greatest. And a case study can show us something about how the introduction of the capital can bring the economic benefit to an economy. In the course of economic development, is there is a precedent for economy to get into the trouble because of the excessive introduction of capital, foreign capital, which is more than the economy can bear. That is the Latin American debt crisis in 1980s. The debt crisis that began in Mexico in 1982 quickly spread out around the world, ending with nearly 34% of developing countries in debt crisis. Most of these countries borrowed a lot of foreign debt to promote domestic economic development in 1970s. As the amount of foreign debt exceeding its capability to repay, the international economic environment changed greatly. The international interest rate rose sharply in 1980s, then fell into debt crisis. And in order to solve the crisis of developing countries, the international community has spent a lot of energy and resources to track this, to save the rescue and the rescue plans.